Henry was 76 when it started. A strong man his whole life. He built homes, raised 3 kids, and never once needed a hand to stand. But then, slowly, things began to change. At first, it was just a little stiffness in his knees, especially after sitting for a while. Then came the unsteadiness, the hesitation when stepping off a curb. And then one cold morning, he slipped in the bathroom, hit the tile floor hard, and couldn't get up without help. That fall wasn't just a bruise on his hip, it was a crack in his confidence. "I guess this is just what getting old looks like," he whispered to his daughter, but she didn't accept that. She took him to a specialist who said something they'd never forget. Weak legs aren't just a sign of aging, they're your body's first SOS signal. A warning that your independence, your memory, and even your life could be at risk. It was a wake-up call, but it was also the beginning of a comeback. With the right guidance, Henry began a gentle leg-strengthening program and made a few small changes to what he ate each day. 12 weeks later, the walker was gone. He strolled through the park with his shoulders back, and every Wednesday night, he danced with a small group of other seniors who had no plans of slowing down. Henry wasn't trying to be 40 again. He was just reclaiming what age had started to steal: his freedom. You see, we often take our legs for granted, but your legs aren't just for walking. They're the very foundation of your independence, your balance, your heart health, and yes, even your brain. In fact, research from the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults with weak leg strength are 2-6 times more likely to die early compared to those with strong, active legs. That sounds scary, but it's also hopeful. Because if weak legs are the body's early warning sign, then rebuilding leg strength could be the most powerful thing you do to reverse aging. So today, we're diving into the truth behind weak legs, what causes it, what makes it worse, and most importantly, how you can take back control starting now, with foods, movements, and habits that truly work. Let's begin. Most people have never heard the word sarcopenia, but if you're over 50 and starting to feel weaker when climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or carrying the groceries, then chances are you've already met it. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that happens as we age. And here's the thing, it doesn't wait until you're old. It starts as early as your 30s, and by the time you're in your 60s, the process speeds up dramatically. If left unaddressed, you can lose up to 30–50% of your muscle mass by your 70s. Let me paint a picture. Imagine 2 men. Both are 70 years old, but one still has the muscle tone of someone 50. The other struggles to stand without using his arms. What's the difference? It isn't just genetics, it's what they did between age 50 and now. See, many older adults think, "I walk every day, isn't that enough?" But unfortunately, it's not. Walking is good for your heart, your lungs, and your mood, but it doesn't challenge your leg muscles enough to stop muscle loss. Your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves need resistance, that little bit of load, effort, and stretch to stay alive and strong. It's like this. If you don't use your muscles in meaningful ways, your body starts to say, "Well, maybe we don't need them anymore." And quietly, day by day, it takes them away. But the beautiful thing is this thief can be caught. Because unlike some effects of aging, sarcopenia can be slowed and even reversed with simple actions. Take Mrs. Louise, 68 years old. She thought her tired legs were just getting old. Then she added a 10-minute resistance routine 3 times a week. Chair squats, toe raises, and step-ups on her porch stairs. 6 months later, her legs felt stronger than they had in years, and she no longer dreaded getting up from the couch. The lesson: movement matters, but resistance movement matters more. Now that we understand what's stealing our strength, let's talk about what we can do to build it back, starting with something that fuels your muscles from the inside out: the food on your plate. Here's something most doctors don't tell you at your checkup. Your legs may predict how long you'll live, even more accurately than your cholesterol. Yes, your legs. Those muscles in your thighs, calves, and hips, often taken for granted, are far more than just tools for walking. They are powerful engines of circulation, strength, and survival. You see, the muscles in your legs are some of the largest in your entire body. And every time you move, whether you're walking, standing, or going up the stairs, those muscles contract and help pump blood back up to your heart. That's why many health experts call them your second heart. When your legs are strong, they improve blood flow, reduce swelling, and take pressure off your actual heart. But when they're weak, your body struggles. Circulation slows. Blood pools in your lower limbs. You're more likely to suffer from high blood pressure, heart disease, and even stroke. Now, here's the part that still amazes scientists. A study from King's College London tracked older adults and found that leg power, the ability to push off the ground, climb stairs, or squat, was a stronger predictor of long-term survival than blood pressure, cholesterol, or even body weight. Let that sink in. Your ability to stand up from a chair or step onto a curb tells more about your future than your lab results. And I've seen this play out firsthand. One of my former patients, Mrs. Aliner, was 84 years old. She had always been active, but after a hip strain, she slowed down and her legs weakened fast. She started feeling lightheaded, her blood pressure rose, and her memory became foggy. But we didn't give up. 3 times a week, she started doing simple chair squats, just lowering herself gently and rising again, holding onto a countertop for balance. No fancy gym, no heavy weights, just intentional movement done consistently. After 2 months, her blood pressure had stabilized. Even her doctor noticed improvements in her cognition. But the most powerful change, she felt confident again. She walked down her driveway without fear. She began gardening again, something she hadn't done in over a year. The lesson is simple but profound. Strong legs don't just help you move, they help you live. And if your legs are this important to your heart, your brain, and your independence, then the next logical question is, what do they need to stay strong? Backhand index pointing right, it starts with what you put on your plate. Let's talk about the foods that fuel your legs and keep them working for years to come. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you came in? Or opened the fridge and stood there, wondering what you were looking for? Many people assume that memory loss is just part of aging. But what most don't realize is that your brain health may actually start in your legs. Here's the science. Your leg muscles aren't just built for walking or climbing stairs. They actually play a vital role in keeping your brain young and active. Every time you engage those muscles, especially through resistance or balance training, you're sending signals to the brain that stimulate the creation of new neurons. This process is called neurogenesis. Think of it like this. Your legs talk to your brain more than you know, and when they go quiet, due to inactivity or weakness, your brain misses out on the stimulation it needs to stay sharp. In fact, a 2016 study published in Gerontology found that older adults with stronger legs performed significantly better on short-term memory and problem-solving tests than those with weaker leg strength. Why? Because movement, especially lower body movement, activates key areas of the brain involved in focus, memory, and balance. Some researchers now even call leg-focused exercise a form of natural Alzheimer's prevention. I remember one gentleman, Mr. Charles, 72 years old. He wasn't interested in dumbbells or gyms. But every morning he began doing something simple, standing on one leg while brushing his teeth. At first he could only manage 10 seconds before wobbling, but after a few weeks he reached a full minute with his eyes closed. More importantly, he said he felt more awake, more alert, and more confident throughout the day. You see, balance isn't just physical, it's deeply connected to the brain. By strengthening your legs and challenging your coordination, you're also strengthening the very circuits that help you think clearly, avoid confusion, and stay steady on your feet, both mentally and physically. So the next time you practice standing on one leg, or try a new balance pose in your living room, just know you're not just helping your legs, you're helping your mind stay strong and steady too. And since our legs do so much work, they need the right fuel to perform and repair, especially as we age. Backhand index pointing right. So next, let's explore the foods that rebuild muscle, reduce inflammation, and power your legs from the inside out. They say you are what you eat. And when it comes to your legs, especially after 60, that couldn't be more true. Muscles don't just run on movement, they run on fuel. And as we age, our bodies become less efficient at using food to build and repair muscle, which means what we eat becomes even more important. But here's the problem. Many older adults, especially those watching their weight, say things like, "I eat less now, I'm not as hungry." Or worse, "I don't want to eat too much protein, I'm afraid I'll gain weight." Unfortunately, this mindset often backfires. When you don't get enough nutrients, especially protein, your body doesn't just burn fat. It starts breaking down muscle. And that leads to, you guessed it, weaker legs, slower movement, and higher fall risk. So let's talk about the 9 best foods to keep your legs strong, steady, and full of energy. 1. Eggs. A powerhouse of high-quality protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to grow and repair. Plus, they're easy to digest and cook, perfect for breakfast or a light dinner. 2. Salmon. Rich in protein and omega-3s, salmon helps reduce inflammation in your joints and supports muscle recovery. Bonus. It's also high in vitamin D for stronger bones. Poultry leg. 3. Chicken breast. Lean, versatile, and packed with protein. Pair it with steamed vegetables for a lunch that powers you through your afternoon walk. 4. Beans and lentils. Great plant-based protein sources, full of fiber to keep blood sugar stable. Also rich in iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles. Peanuts. 5. Walnuts and flax seeds. Loaded with omega-3s, they support joint health and reduce stiffness. A small handful can be a great mid-morning snack or salad topper. Mushrooms. 6. Mushrooms. An underrated source of vitamin D, especially for people who don't get much sunlight. They also add flavor and texture to stir-fries or soups. 7. Greek yogurt. High in protein and probiotics. It helps build muscle and keeps your gut healthy, important for nutrient absorption. Leafy green. 8. Kale and spinach. These dark leafy greens are packed with antioxidants that fight muscle aging. They're also high in calcium and magnesium, key minerals for muscle function. Chestnut. 9. Almonds. Rich in vitamin E, protein, and healthy fats. They're a great anti-inflammatory snack to help with post-exercise recovery. Now let's look at a real-life example. Mr. James, 70, used to eat toast and coffee for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and pasta for dinner. He felt tired most days, and his legs cramped at night. Once he shifted to a muscle-friendly meal plan, everything changed. Now he starts his day with eggs and spinach, eats grilled chicken with quinoa at lunch, and ends the day with salmon, kale, and a side of yogurt. Within weeks, his energy returned, and his legs stopped aching. Snack: handful of almonds or a small Greek yogurt. Lunch: grilled chicken breast plus quinoa plus steamed broccoli. Snack: a few walnuts plus berries. Dinner: baked salmon plus kale salad with olive oil plus a small bowl of lentils. Eating like this won't make you bulky, but it will make your legs stronger, your joints happier, and your body better prepared to move. Because food isn't just fuel, it's medicine for your muscles. And now that your legs are being fed from the inside, backhand index pointing, right, let's talk about the movements that can rebuild strength from the outside. Starting with simple, powerful exercises anyone can do at home. Many seniors believe that walking is enough to stay healthy. And don't get me wrong, walking is wonderful. It's easy on the joints, good for the heart, and calming for the mind. But here's the truth that most people don't hear often enough. Walking alone is not enough to stop muscle loss. It's like watering a tree but never giving it sunlight. Yes, it helps, but your muscles need more than steps. They need resistance, balance, and full-body activation. That's why, if you truly want to keep your legs strong and steady, you'll need more than a stroll around the block. Let me share what actually works, broken down into 3 simple categories that anyone can start, even at home. Flexed biceps. 1. strength-building moves, the foundation of strong legs. These exercises target your major leg muscles, your thighs, hips, and calves. Chair squats. Sit down and stand up slowly from a sturdy chair without using your hands. Start with 5 reps, build up to 15. This strengthens your quads and glutes, vital for climbing stairs and getting out of chairs. Side leg raises. Hold onto a table or counter for balance. Slowly lift one leg out to the side. This helps stabilize your hips and improves coordination. Calf raises. Stand tall, rise up on your toes, then slowly lower your heels. These are great for improving circulation. Your calves act like a second heart, pumping blood back up. Person male 2. Balance exercises, your first line of defense against falls. Balance isn't just about standing straight. It's about training your brain and body to work together. Stand on one leg. Try it while brushing your teeth. Start with 10 seconds per leg. Over time, increase to 30. Tai Chi, gentle, flowing movements that boost balance, flexibility, and calmness. Yoga basics, poses like tree pose or mountain pose engage your core and strengthen stability. Remember, improving balance isn't just about not falling. It's about walking with confidence again. Rainbow 3, rebounding, gentle, joyful, and surprisingly powerful. Ever seen a mini trampoline and thought, that's for kids? Well, it turns out rebounding is one of the safest, most effective low-impact workouts for seniors. Just 5-10 minutes a day of light bouncing can boost circulation, strengthen calves and glutes, improve lymphatic flow, your body's detox system, elevate mood and reduce stress. And best of all, it feels fun. You're working hard, but your body feels light. That's the magic of rebounders. Old man, a story to remember. Mr. Thomas, 70 years old, had been using a walker for nearly a year after a fall. His doctor told him not to expect much improvement, but Mr. Thomas was determined. He started doing chair squats every morning, followed by calf raises at his kitchen sink. 3 weeks in, he could stand up without using his arms. By week 6, he put the walker aside for good. He later told me, "I didn't just train my legs, I trained my will to move again." That's the power of simple, focused movements, done daily. Calendar want to know where to start? Lucky will share with you a gentle 7-day workout plan in the next segment, built just for older adults, with exercises that match your energy and honor your body's pace. But before that, let's zoom in on a movement that deserves special attention: rebounding, your fun, secret weapon for better legs and a healthier heart. Backhand index pointing right, let's bounce into that next. Most people think of trampolines as toys for children, but what if I told you that a small, round mini trampoline could actually be one of the most powerful tools to protect your legs, your heart, and even your mind? It's called rebounding, and while it may look playful, this gentle up and down movement creates a powerful effect inside the body. Each time you bounce, 3 forces work together. Gravity pulls you down, your muscles accelerate you upward, and then your body gently decelerates as you land. This simple rhythm boosts your metabolism, increases circulation, and activates your lymphatic system, the body's built-in detox center. You might feel like you're just lightly bouncing, but inside, everything is moving. Blood, oxygen, energy. Your calves, often called your second heart, contract and relax with every bounce, pushing blood back up toward your heart. That helps reduce swelling and keeps your legs energized. At the same time, your lymph fluid, the system that clears waste and toxins, is flushed more efficiently throughout your body. The result: better immune support, less inflammation, and more natural energy. But the benefits don't stop there. Rebounding also strengthens your core. It challenges your balance and sharpens coordination, all without putting stress on your joints. And here's something beautiful. It makes you feel good, literally. This gentle movement triggers endorphins, your body's natural feel-good hormones. Even just 5 minutes can lift your mood, ease tension, and put a smile back on your face. The best part, you don't have to jump high or push hard. Just 10 minutes a day of gentle bouncing is enough. You can start with a simple warm-up, maybe marching in place, or slowly shifting your weight from side to side. Let your feet stay in contact with the mat, and allow your body to rise and fall naturally. That's where the magic happens. But of course, safety first. If you have high blood pressure or trouble with balance, use a rebounder with a stability bar, or hold onto a sturdy chair. Start with 2 to 3 minutes a day, and gradually build up from there. I'll never forget Miss Ruth. She was 74 when her daughter bought her a rebounder. At first she said, "I'm too old for this." But she gave it a try. 5 minutes a day, that's all. By the end of the first week, she was smiling again. By week 3, her blood pressure had improved, and her energy came back. She later said, "I didn't just bounce on that thing. I bounced back to life." So if you're looking for a gentle, joyful way to strengthen your legs, improve your circulation, and lift your spirit, sometimes all it takes is a little bounce. And now that your body is moving and your heart is smiling, it's time to look at something just as important: the silent mistakes that might be undoing your progress without you even knowing it. Let's talk about that next. Now that we've explored the exercises and habits that help your legs grow stronger, let's talk honestly about the mistakes that quietly steal your strength day by day without you even realizing. Because sometimes it's not about what we don't do. It's about what we keep doing that's slowly wearing us down. Mistake number 1: believing that pain is just part of getting old. Too many seniors feel aches in their knees or heaviness in their calves, and they shrug it off. "Oh, it's just age," they say, but pain is not something to ignore. It's your body's way of saying, "Pay attention, something's not right." The sooner you listen, the sooner you can act and prevent that little pain from becoming a major setback. Mistake number 2: sitting too long, especially more than 8 hours a day. You might think resting is good for your body, and sometimes it is, but sitting for long periods slows circulation, causes blood to pool in your legs, and weakens the muscles you need most. Think about it this way: a body at rest stays at rest, but a body in motion stays strong. Even standing up for 2 minutes every hour can make a massive difference in how your legs feel. Mistake number 3: not drinking enough water. It sounds simple, but mild dehydration can cause fatigue, cramps, and muscle weakness. Your muscles are made of nearly 75% water. Without enough fluid, they can't contract or recover properly. One woman once told me, "I hate drinking water. It makes me go to the bathroom too much." And I gently told her, "So does not moving your legs. Every function in your body depends on hydration, especially your muscles." And mistake number 4: not getting enough protein. This one is big. Many older adults eat light, toast for breakfast, maybe soup for dinner, but that's just not enough to maintain muscle. Without protein, your body has no building blocks to repair, restore, or grow. Imagine trying to build a house with no bricks. That's what your muscles are facing without proper nutrition. Now let's compare 2 seniors. One who walks 20 minutes a day, eats protein with each meal, drinks water and stretches. The other who mostly sits, skips meals, and avoids movement because of a little pain. Which one do you think will be walking on their own at 85? The answer is clear, and here's the real takeaway. Getting older doesn't mean becoming fragile. It means becoming more intentional, more aware, more committed to caring for the body that's carried you through a lifetime. Because aging isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new kind of journey, a journey of proactive maintenance. And with that mindset, you'll realize something powerful. You're not losing strength. You're learning how to protect it. And now, as we come toward the end of our time together, let's bring it all home. Let's recap what we've learned and remind ourselves why these small daily actions can create a stronger, steadier, longer life. So let's take a breath and look back at what we've uncovered together. You've learned that weak legs aren't just a symptom of aging. They're a signal, a warning that your independence, your balance, and even your brain may be at risk. But you've also learned something far more powerful. That strength is not gone. It's not lost. It's waiting to be rebuilt with the right food, the right movements, and a few small, steady habits each day. You've seen how protein fuels your muscles, how squats and calf raises restore power and stability, how balance work protects you from falling, and how even a mini trampoline can help you feel lighter, both in body and spirit. You've heard stories of Ruth and Charles and Thomas, real people who decided that age would not define their ability to move, to rise, to live, and now it's your turn. Your legs have carried you through so many chapters of life. Through work, through family, through joy, through loss. They've held you up when life tried to knock you down. Don't stop giving them what they need now. Because this chapter, the one you're living today, is not the end. It's the beginning of a stronger, more intentional way of living. One where you wake up and say, I choose to move. I choose to stay strong. I choose to keep going. So here's my gentle challenge to you. Starting tomorrow morning, pick one habit from today's video. Just one. Maybe it's a 10-minute bounce. Maybe it's eggs instead of toast. Maybe it's simply standing up a little more often. Small steps. That's how we rebuild strength. That's how we rebuild life. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about, someone whose legs have carried them far, but may need a little help now to carry them even farther. And if you'd like more guidance, more simple, science-backed tools to keep your body strong and your spirit steady, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, let me know what's on your mind. We're walking this journey together. Because your legs are worth fighting for, and your future is still worth standing tall for. Until next time, stay informed, stay strong, and stay wonderfully, beautifully in motion.